This is a general prediction of today's horoscope for Pisces. You are of this zodiac sign if you were born between February 19 and March 20. Always remember that it is a general horoscope and that it does not take into account the personal variables of each sign. Perhaps, Pisces friend, today you should encourage more modesty because really the attitude of arrogance with which you go through life lately, since it is not benefiting you at all. You are getting people to have a concept of you that does not really correspond to you, but that is what others are perceiving. If you want to find a partner, you should lower the bar a bit and give people who can correspond to you a chance. In love, the prediction is very clear for today and tomorrow. It is necessary a change of attitude on your part and be more realistic. Stop dreaming and focus on what is possible since, believe it or not, there are people interested in you to whom you do not pay any attention. Pisces looking for answers in relation to work or money must take into account the current situation in the world and be patient. Pisces woman horoscope Pisces friend, I know that perhaps the change has been quite abrupt and unexpected and you have not yet had time to accept it. Do not worry that with time everything will return to its place, and if not, at least you will be able to turn the page. Sometimes when things happen we are not aware that it is the best thing for us, but later you will realize that the people around you who love you and care about you are right and it is the best thing that could be done for you. Happen. Hold on to the people who love you and lean on them when you need it without any rush, that will surely come in handy. The Pisces woman must understand that soon everything will be forgotten, and if now is not the time to think about relationships, she enjoys everything you can, because that person with whom you will really live an intense relationship will soon arrive. Horoscope Pisces man Pisces friend, it is true that you are a sensitive man who is usually quite affected by changes, but sometimes life changes abruptly from one day to the next, and we have no choice but to accept it. Perhaps time you will realize that it was what had to happen to you to make way for better situations. Maybe now you are not in the mood to think about starting another relationship or even wanting to meet anyone. The Pisces man is that extreme. Take your time and enjoy that you deserve it, and don't even think about what will happen later, because things are going to arise on their own, and I assure you that in the end you will be glad you went through these circumstances, because that will make better ones come. If you have a partner, this is a good day to review the responsibilities that concern the couple and check if they are evenly distributed. It is necessary that each one is committed to the same extent as the other. We must give what we receive, because justice in the domestic sphere is the basis of all good coexistence. If you don't have a partner, today is a day in which you should stop guessing, and you should approach that person you are interested in to find out what he is trying to tell you, and if, in fact, he is trying to tell you something. It is better that, before taking that step, you want to see distant signals that you don't know how to interpret. Is a lean cow season coming or the opposite? The news overwhelms you. The stars remind you that before the collective, there is the individual. And in that sense you are doing everything in your power to produce. As is usually decided, the show must go on. It is your day to check if the wounds have healed and get back on your feet again. You do not have time for contemplation, your presence is demanded in spaces that only you can manage and preserve. You are valuable, and therefore you cannot afford isolation. This is a good day to review the responsibilities that concern the couple and check if they are evenly distributed. It is necessary that each one is committed to the same extent as the other. We must give what we receive, because justice in the domestic sphere is the basis of all good coexistence. You see distant signals that you don't know how to interpret. Is a lean cow season coming or the opposite? The news overwhelms you. The stars remind you that before the collective, there is the individual. And in that sense you are doing everything in your power to produce. You will be rewarded for it. As is usually decided, the show must go on. It is your day to check if the wounds have healed and get back on your feet again. You do not have time for contemplation, cannot afford isolation. Why do people fight and disagree? What is at the bottom of all the conflicts that surround us? Is it in our nature that human beings cannot live in harmony? Or is it that deep down we enjoy the drama and tension? If you want to participate in a battle today, do it. It is very likely that you can emerge victorious. But if it's more important to you to live in harmony and improve the morale of a team you're a part of, it would make a lot more sense for you to stay out of a difficult conversation. You don't need to defend your position. Tip of the day, do not place all your expectations in a single area of your life. If you bet on your talent, you also bet on your health, advance in all aspects. Lucky numbers for today, 4, 10, 26, 30, 42, 46. Tips for tomorrow. All horoscope signs are divided into 3 decans according to the date of birth, and this is the specific Pisces horoscope prediction and advice for each of them. First decan, February 21st and March 2nd. That does not come for good. You are in the prelude to a new stage. Third decan, March 12th to 20th. Beginnings are difficult and sometimes exhausting in any terrain. Don't give up.